Well, hello there. Welcome back to Readings at the Round Table for your monthly numerology. I'm Jennifer, and I'm very happy to be here. I'll be honest with you. This has been a really interesting month for me. I got a cold at the beginning of November. I haven't been able to do a lot of my live shows, and my voice is still a little bit sketchy, so you may see me like in between eating a lot of cough drops or hitting pause a lot because and having the video being a little disjointed because of my coughing. But I have gotten through a really bad cold that went to a sinus infection and then an ear infection, which I haven't had in forever. So I am very happy to be able to report to you for your monthly numerology in December. Oh yeah, here we go. I have a lot to tell you about December. Okay, so the last month of 2024 is really wrapping up this wonderful 8-year with a lot of like interesting stuff happening, and also helping push this year of manifesting that we've had, this year of intense manifesting energy, abundance, like whichever way we went with it. Remember how at the beginning of this year I said this can be a year of abundance, like you can manifest an abundance of really good things or abundance of really crappy things. So it's been an interesting year for this little Virgo, I'm just saying. But December is not going to shortchange us at all. We kick off December, the last month of this 8-year, with a new moon in Sagittarius. New moon in Sagittarius hits its peak on December 1st at 1:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know. It's good. And I have a little surprise for you when I get to the end of the month. So, well, I don't have a surprise. I'm just reporting it. You understand. On December 6th, we have Mars going retrograde in Leo. Now, Mars in Leo going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde every couple of years. And the last time it went retrograde, it was in Gemini for like 8 months. And that was just like a nightmare for me personally. I don't know. A lot of other people experience the same thing because Mars in Gemini, not its finest place, not a happy place. Mars in Leo, pretty okay. It is. However, Mars going retrograde in Leo is telling us to slow down, is telling us to stop, think, before we act, before we speak, before we start communicating with people. Like, really just stop and slow down, because Mars in Leo is more, it is internal, but it's more of more about recentering things, because this is putting, or we're starting to recognize some of the challenging aspects that are coming towards us when we're trying to reach our goals or we're trying to move forward in any way. One guy online said it was like moving through sludge. It is. It's slowing us down. Excuse me. Because we need that time to recenter, and we need that time to reflect, and we need that time to look around at the challenges that are coming towards us, keeping us or slowing us down from moving forward, because we may need to be in that place of reflection or recentering. And that's especially true for the fixed signs, because Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are going to be feeling this at the first part of Mars going retrograde. Mars is again retrograde in Leo until January 6th, when Mars retrogrades back into Cancer, and now we're putting the cardinal signs in the hot seat: Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And Mars will be retrograde until February 23rd. Now, when Mars goes retrograde into our like super sensitive Cancer, that's going to make it more of an internal reflection. So just some like fun happenings here in December. On December 7th, we have Venus moving into Aquarius, and we also have Neptune going direct. Venus in Aquarius is fun-filled. I mean, Aquarius is fun-filled. How many Aquarians do you know that are just like, they're the life of the party? I gotta tell you, there's a couple of Aquarians, and you know who you are, that when you guys call me and say, hey, I need an appointment, I will drop everything to run to your phone call and be like, what you got? What you got? I love it. On the 15th, we got some good news because Mercury is going direct in Sagittarius. What? And it's coming at the perfect time because we also have a full moon in Sagittarius on the same day, on the 15th. And for some reason, I don't have it written down as to what time that is, which seems a little odd to me. So let me just go back to my calendar that I put down here. Full moon 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it hits its peak. Yeah. Thank you, Llewellyn. Am I right? On the 21st, we have the sun moving into Capricorn at 4:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the 24th, we have Christmas Eve for those of you that celebrate. On the 25th, we have, again, Christmas Day for those of you that celebrate. But also, Hanukkah begins on the same day. Happy Hanukkah. On the 26th, we have Kwanzaa beginning. And on the 30th, here's that little bonus, that little special treat for all of us. We have our second new moon of the month. New moon in Capricorn that hits its peak at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did double check that time. It is 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time according to my Llewellyn's calendar. This is, of course, our second new moon. So this is a black moon, to use the vernacular. This is typically more intense energy. So we have a lot of our pagan friends, like a lot of our Wiccan friends, that they use this energy in rituals and spells or intentions because it's definitely more intense and it intensifies all of those practices. This is definitely a very powerful time, and I love that we're wrapping up an 8-year in this powerful energy. I love it. So just get your intentions, set your intentions for the 2025, the 9-year that's coming. I think this is lining us up perfectly. I love it. So we are wrapping up December. We're wrapping up 2024 with 3 planets and South Node in air, 2 planets in fire plus North Node, 2 planets in water, and 2 planets in earth. We also have 3 planets that are retrograde: Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. So I really do feel like this is an excellent time. It's very balanced energy. We don't have just like everything in fire or everything in earth. It's really, really balanced energy, and I dig it. I really do. So I want to get out the crystal of the month. You know I didn't forget. So let's see what that is. The crystal of the month is rhodonite, not rhodochrosite, which I mean, those names get mixed up a lot, but it is rhodonite. So I want you guys to see this. It's so lovely. I have lots of different specimens of this. It is primarily pink with a lot of black in it. However, there are some that have more pink than black. I mean, this is a good example. It came from the same batch, so, you know, this I can't, you know, I knew that was going to happen. This is more pink on one side, a little bit gray. And then I have some of these that I love these, but they want to roll around. These 2 are fine examples that, again, I just wanted to give you guys some really great examples of rhodonite before I read from the books. So one book is, there it is, rhodonite. It has healing properties of intoning practices to escalate sound and amplify your connection. It is also excellent. It is an excellent heartstone that helps shed old patterns and pain, which when I looked at the definition itself, it's the exact same. But I like that because, when we have the new moon, and especially with 2 new moons in 1 month, when we have that new moon energy, if you are doing work with the new moon and the full moon, if you're following that rhythm, we release, when we hit that pinnacle of the new moon, we release all the things that we've been steadily releasing from the full moon to the new moon. And we just have one massive, just like push it all out so that we can clear the space to manifest from the new moon to the full moon. I mean, the day after the new moon is when I technically start manifesting. But it's a good time to release this old energy. And I think that is fantastic because we need to do that in order to make way for the new stuff coming in, the new things that we're bringing in. Which, again, this book, I love this book too. An emotional balancer that nurtures love and encourages the brotherhood of humanity. Oh, we need that. It stimulates and heals the heart. It grounds energy, balances yin and yang, and aids in achieving one's highest potential. This stone has strong resonance with forgiveness and assists in reconciliation after long-term pain and abuse, and is beneficial in emotional self-destruction and codependency. I like this. In past life healing, it deals with betrayal and abandonment, clearing away emotional wounds and scars from the past, whenever that might be. I like that because it could be anytime, right? It could be from past life or just last week. Whenever that might be, and bringing up painful emotions for transmutation. It promotes unselfish self-love and forgiveness. It helps in taking back projections that blame a partner for what is really inside oneself. It is a useful first aid stone. Rhodonite heals emotional shock and panic, supporting the soul during the process. It turns back insults, prevents retaliation. It recognizes that revenge is self-destructive and assists in remaining calm in dangerous or upsetting situations. Rhodonite. These are fantastic books, by the way. The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall, and of course, Crystal Therapy by and Judith Lukombowski. I think I'm saying that right. Lukomsky, yes, Crystal Therapy. And I think you can still purchase that book even though that one name isn't on there anymore. So, just going to put that right back up there so that we can look at this all month on any of my videos. I know, I like to do that. Well, I like to do that now that I've started this. Okay, I will also be reading from 2 different cards as per usual. Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland and the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen, we're not saying her name. But those are the cards that I'll be pulling from for this month. I am truly, truly excited that we all have come this far in 2024. It's been a really interesting year for me personally. I would love to know how it's been for you. And I also want to get to these numbers and see what your personal numerology is for the last month of this 8-year. Hey everybody, real quick, full disclosure. This is another day of recording because my voice just like totally gave out. So I had to continue this on a different day. So, trying to keep up the continuity, not good at that. I try really hard because I'm a Virgo and I really like for things to be perfect. But the sun is shining today, and it hasn't been because it's been raining a lot. It's been really cloudy. And so I'm not bitching because the sun's shining. I love that it's a sunny day, but I really like it has to be sunny like right now after the cat has just pulled down my blackout shade. It's really perfect. So the lighting is going to look different. Hopefully my voice lasts like the rest of the readings that I'm doing today. Because I also have a couple of clients scheduled in. So we'll see how that goes. But one other thing is I've been doing projects with my kids. So I've paint on my fingers. They're not dirty. Please do not come at me in the comments or DM me or anything and tell me that my hands are dirty and that I should take better care. I've been doing projects with my kids and they are like, they don't look the freshest, okay? But they are clean. I have washed my hands. I've scrubbed them. But there's still some paint and there's still some stuff like on my fingernails. So whatever. But still very, very excited to see all of you back. And let's see what your individual numbers have for you. Well, hello, Life Path 33. December, the last month of this amazing 44-8 year. And Life Path 33, you get to wrap it up with an 8 month. Yeah. So December for you is an 8 month Life Path 33. And the thing is, like, with you, you are such a strong-willed number. You are, you definitely have to have balance in your life. You're dynamic, you're creative, you are really supportive of other people's self-expressions. And the thing is, being in this whole thing of a 44-8 year, you could make that really big. I mean, because the whole energy, the whole vibration of an 8 is abundance. It's big, right? I mean, 8 people, I'm sure you do. 44-8 people are big, like go big or go home, right? I mean, that's like really what that 8 energy is all about. So it's understanding that there's an infinite supply. It's getting that you'll never run out. You'll never run out of energy, of resources. You are your own resource. I do love that. I do love that. This vibration is packed full of inspiration, is packed full of money, of karma, of reaping what you've sown, which also makes us very ambitious because we're just like, we've put a lot into this. We've put a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of like money, whatever, resources into this. We are ambitious about it. I think that's wonderful. It really is. This is also of seeing, like, this is, a vibration of seeing the best in others. And I think it's because we can look at other people and go, I see the great things that you are capable of. I see the great things that you can do. Yeah. So the mantra of the 8 is, I embrace the power within me while honoring the divinity in others. That is so right up your alley. I mean, you are all about a life of abundance growth because that's your life path. So you can honestly like go, I know how powerful I am because I'm in this like total place of spiritual growth, but you can see the best in others. You can see the divinity in other people when you're in this vibration. And I feel like this has been a year-long thing for you, but we're doubling down in that energy in this month. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the lesson of the 8 is to lead with compassion for others and not from the ego. That is like a shadow side of the 8 is like leading from the ego. It's taking responsibility for other people's choices and other people's decisions, trying to fix other people, instead of showing them an example of self-empowerment. Now, when we show people an example of self-empowerment, that means that we've been through the ringer. Doesn't surprise me, Life Path 33, that you have been through the ringer because, again, you're in a life path of abundant spiritual growth. You are very dynamic. You're very creative. You support, again, other people's self-expression. So you want to like help them out, but you've been through some stuff. Set an example of like how you got out of that, instead of trying to fix them during this time. So with your shadow side of unable to move beyond your own comfort zone or having a tendency to focus on the dark instead of the light, this is definitely like giving you, helping you out during this 8 month. I think this is what's been helping you out all year, because like when you don't accept yourself, when you have a lack of acceptance of yourself, you can't accept other people. And that creates a very negative domino effect. I know I've told you this before. Because your mantra is ecstatically and lovingly, I share my creative essence with the world. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing, and that is setting an example of self-empowerment. It really is. I love this for you. I really do. This is, I think for 22s and 33s, this has been a challenging year, but I think that it's been a really wonderful year of growth. It really has. And I think you having this wonderful 44-8 year wrap up with an 8 month is setting you up for a really great 2025. I know. I've probably been saying that through all of these videos, but I definitely believe that that's true. I know. It's good times is what it is. So this is embracing this energy of like abundance of that inspiration is really, really going to help you out in an amazing way for December and for 2025, because this is the vibration that you're going to have in February. A little bit different because we're going to be under the umbrella of the 9 energy, because 2025 is a 9, but you're doubling down on this 8 energy right here at the end and just like pushing it out. I love it. Okay, let's see what cards we get for you. Okay, White Tara, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Sensitivity. I think that's a good thing. I mean, like being really sensitive in this 8 month, in a 44-8 year. Okay, there's something making noise in my other room, and I've got both cats in here. The dog is laying down. Okay. Ooh, this is good. New moon in Taurus. Oh, come on. New moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. pretty nice. And as I have stated, we have 2 new moons in the month of December. So we are definitely like intensifying like all of this energy. Keep that in mind. Okay, so prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter. Oh, come on, stay in focus. When you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. Ooh. This card suggests that you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. What'd I say? What'd I say about acceptance? This is so you. And this is essentially a law of attraction and manifesting year. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. All right. Now I got to find where I am in this book. As soon as I get the stupid camera. There we go. Come on, Canon, to focus in. Okay, so value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of a sexier time. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign to not give up just yet. Attune to the moon. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. I just think this is so perfect. First of all, these cards match, and you know I love that. But I think this is so perfect for this month for you. It's a nice way to wrap up this year. It really is. I am looking forward to 2025 though. I am. And I'm looking forward to 2025 with you. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful December. I look forward to doing more work with you in 2025. Thank you for sticking around with me during my time of growth of 2024. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.